Cumulative frequency here, very easy to calculate. We're looking for the number of elephants which have an age of between 0 and 10. Well, we can see that that's 55. It then goes on to say how many elephants have an age of less than 20. Well, we just need to add the 55 and the 60, which is 115. How many elephants are less than 30 years old? Well, that's adding on the next number, so 55 plus 60 plus 40, so adding another 40 to this, which is 155. And then we can see we can carry on. Less than 40 is 155 plus 22, so 177. Less than 50 is 177 plus 30, which is 190. And then less than or equal to 60 is just adding on this extra 10, which is 200. Remember, this number must be the same as this total. So the cumulative frequency graph, main mistake here is plotting the points in the wrong place. So you need to understand what cumulative frequency is actually telling us. Okay, first of all, we can see that there are no elephants less than 0 years old, obviously, so I can put the graph going through 0, 0. We then have 55 elephants are less than 10 years old, so I'm going to put that here on my graph. Sorry, not a very good cross. 115 elephants are less than 20 years old, so I'm going to put that. So there's 100. Each square here is worth 5 units, so 115 is there. 155 elephants are less than 30 years old, so there's 155, which is just there. 177 elephants are less than 40 years old, so 150, 160, 177 is about there. 190 elephants are less than 50 years old, so that's going to be, there, so 2 squares below 200, and then 200 elephants are less than 60 years old. Now you can either join these as a smooth curve, or you can join them with straight lines. I'm going to, just to make it slightly quicker, join it with as a curve. It's not perfectly smooth, but it's pretty good. Okay, and we're then going to use the graph to estimate the number of elephants with ages of more than 26 years. Now, if I just read directly off the graph, let's just get that a little bit straighter. I can see that I'm looking at this bit of the graph. I'm actually just going to make it a straight line just to make it slightly easier. So I'm going to go from there to there. Okay, just to make it slightly neater. Okay, so I'm now looking for the number of elephants. If I find 26 here, well, here's 20. 26 is just here. If I draw a straight line, and it must be a straight line here, from 26 up to my graph, which is going to be there, and then I go across from that point there. Okay, I can see that I've got here about, it's easier on the actual graph, it comes out as about 140. So 140 is there. So from that I can see that 140 elephants, or thereabouts, have an age of less than 26 years. So the question is saying, how many elephants have an age of more than 26 years? Well, if 140 elephants have an age of less than 26 years, then the remaining 60 elephants, so between 140 and 200, 60 elephants have an age of more than 26 years. Okay, so the answer there is around 60, so about 60 elephants.